great options, right? The Renata pick that was most common and is very strong into dive, but guess what? Gen.G's not really running at you ever with this comp. So not as strong in this case. Good for the lane, but Yuumi gives you both attack and defense, gives you heals and extra sustain. The Karma can block with shields and obviously can run you around the map very quickly. It is very difficult to escape that if you're a poorly positioned Corki player, but that's not Chovy, that's not Ruler on the Senna. I think the Yuumi is great because, yes, her healing is somewhat nerfed, but if she builds Moonstone here, which she almost definitely will, you're always going to be able
Avenues to get there. We'll see how it goes. We hop onto the Rift for the deciding game. All right, yeah, T1 fans, they heard the fact that Gen.G were quite loud last time, and they're like, no, we can't have that. They were booming in Moorpark here.
It is such a exciting draft here, I think, because of the, again, the comfort for Keria, for Faker, you know, owner on his Lee Sin. He's got 2 losses in his career on it. One of them was this season, 4-1 on the pick right now, and it's just T1 once again crafting a draft that makes a lot of sense, but also really accentuates the strengths of their players.
Yeah, it's a lot of comfort, and for game number 3 in our match of the week and honestly match of the round robin, does make a lot of sense as Keria floating around on this cat on a book, having a good time.
Did you get the word on Chronicler's thoughts and perhaps?
Yes, I did. So Valdez and Chronicler both sent in their thoughts, and they do believe that Gen.G's draft is a little bit superior. Valdez has given it a 55-45 in favor of Gen.G, saying that T1, there is just a little bit too much of an onus on them to get control in the mid-game, and Gen.G should just be able to comfortably outscale. But he says that if Gumayusi manages to pop off, then it should just be T1 walking away with it. Power in the laning phase, working out very effectively as Peanut is looking for this. Body slam. Ooh, flash, not quite in range, but that stun will land, and the barrel's going to slow down Zeus. His flash is on cooldown, and that means he's dead. Peanut going to pick up that kill, and Gen.G off to a great start.
Yep. Looks like there was some debate for just a second there whether it should have been Doran or Peanut who ends up picking up the kill. I think both is great, but I'd rather the Viego have it to further snowball some of the advantages that Gen.G can play around to stave off pressure.
Get some revenge, as Doran didn't even need to use flash in that moment.
Nope, and Gen.G will get bottom side control here too, as well as this Drake. And the first few levels, Ezreal Yuumi can put some pressure on, but it really fades quite quickly as Faker's coming over here without 6.
Yeah, Valkyrie comes on through. Peanut is going to be able to secure the Drake as Owner is only level 4, so no kickback's going to be happening here as Chovy doesn't want to use his flash to get out of here, but he's going to have to. Snare is going to connect, and Owner is going to go the wrong direction, so Corki will survive, at least for now.
They get the Drake, but they expend 3 flashes for just Owner's 1, so without 6, I thought this might be the wrong call here for Faker, and Owner tries to go in for the heroic steal, isn't successful, but is able to escape, and then Faker can use his claw to come back in. That was a really nice turn there from T1, so arguably in the Summoners aspect of this, they do come out ahead. Gen.G take a pretty significant lead with that kill they had earlier on the top side. Doran loses only a few minions up here top side when he returns back to lane. Yep, and at the end of the day, that solo Drake can be very assist earlier. Chovy.
Yeah, Owner's going to make his way in. There's the claw as Chovy doesn't have cleanse. Faker's going to find it, and yeah, this is a really dead Corki. Nothing he can do about this without flash or cleanse.
Owner doesn't even have to kick.
Yeah, that holds onto it.
The power post 6 against this Corki is massive. Will it be the kill?
On this Rift Herald that's already down relatively low. Sole possession of vision. They have going to be there, and yeah, T1 not actually going to be fighting for this one, I don't think, as Owner is going to spot out that it's happening, but isn't actually going to move over to the pit, and it's just Gumayusi taking as many plates as he can bottom lane in response. 2 of them already going over, so that means the Rift Herald value answered already.
Yeah, and it's possibly going to even be a 3rd one here because they True Shot Barrage this wave, so it's just so easy to clean up. They don't know where Peanut is pathing here. It could be rushing straight back down, and Lehens is on his way over.
Not in position as well, though.
He has both Summoners this time, Chovy.
Yeah, Faker's just going to move on forward one more time. It is Peanut that's the target, but the Heartbreaker has been buffered. And that means that they're not going to be able to find it. Gumyushi going to get knocked up here as Lahen's going to flash after him. There's the Devour after the tongue lash, delivered into the snare, and it's all too easy here for the Gen.G bottom lane.
Now, you have a lot of power here. You can push these minions in and look for plates. Look at Viego rotating down. Now, Owner is here with a cat. But this is basically a 3v2 that we're looking at here. Faker trying to come over.
There's so many minions here as Owner's taking a lot of damage. Faker going to be blocked off here by Peanut.
Guaranteed charge, 100% here now for Gen.G to drop down. True Shot Barrage going to try its best to deflect, but will not be successful. Will help clear these minions, but the Rift Herald crashes through. Lots of extra gold here now to the bottom side.
Yeah, it's 2 plates to come through. I believe that at least Lahen's and Peanut picked up those. Otherwise, it might have just been Peanut, but that's fine. Body Slam going to interrupt the crush here. As Zaya's just going to walk on out. Doesn't have his ultimate. He's been using that on cooldown, as Nas generally do.
3 plates in total here, bottom side, as Lahen's and Ruler really want to force a fight onto Owner early on to take his health bar away. But Package is ready. Massive control on the map. And they walk it well. Quirky Package is committed here, but you've got the choke controlled now, and there should be 2 Drakes to lead now for Gen.G.
I keep hearing Lord of the Rings quotes in things that you're saying.
What did I say this time?
You have no power here.
Oh, okay.
I heard that one, and I was like, Saruman? Is that you? I don't know. Maybe I'm losing my mind. It's the intensity of the series, I think. It's bringing out the Tolkien in me. As Chovy with the package. Going to try and get some damage down, but good wave clear here from Faker on his Lissandra. And Chovy's not going to be able to find that play.
The 4 Mountain Drake, Mountain Soul in the late game gives them actually a lot of late game power.
Oh, I like that. So Faker's going to switch back to teleport.
Yeah, he's going to switch back to teleport, and this is going to be a lot of plates going down that Ezreal is not getting in the mid lane. Doran has cast back up, does have flash.
Yeah. So Doran can throw that cask anywhere at any moment.
This is just a macro win for Gen.G on both sides.
Doran's just after Owner. He's not your lane opponent, Doran. You should be fighting the Nah. That's the gentleman's agreement of League of Legends, okay?
That's first turret blood. And Owner gets nothing here. Peanut comes over, and now they're under threat. And the whole time, there's a push here in mid. Chovy got all the wave. They don't actually, I believe, get an extra plate. There's the fadeaway right before as Unleashed Teleports come online for everybody. And maybe you get this turret, which I think they should.
Oh, 100%. And outer turret in mid lane is more valuable than outer turrets in side lanes.
Yeah, but in terms
of the right call, not going to get engaged on.
Does have his ultimate and Flash coming back online.
Yeah, and Owner is going to steal away that Rift Scholar. That was beautifully done. He might pay for it, though, as Faker decides that he wants to take matters into his own hands. The kick is going to be there, potentially, but Peanut is going to be devoured. The Tom Kench is taken down. Heartbreaker to get over the wall. The Flash comes out as Owner was soaring after him, and it's just not going to be enough. T1 answer with a beautiful skirmish in the river.
That control ward there in the brush is the MVP of this play. T1 playing around it so beautifully there and setting a trap for Gen.G as they rotate in. And Owner gets so much value in this fight. He's now 2-0-1 this game, but also steals the scuttle as he sets this one up. And that will be T1 getting picks right before this very critical second Herald to stop the snowball here of Gen.G with a composition that already scales so beautifully.
Yeah, Lane Rammus. I never actually saw it.
Yeah, it was rumored to be quite good.
The rumors were potentially exaggerated.
Now, Gen.G cannot fight this without a package Chovy doesn't have. So unless there's a miracle steal here for Peanut, which he is going to look for, it's going to be tough. Doran wants to commit.
Yeah, Doran's diving into the pit here as Owner is just going to smite it before the cask comes down. But at least the cask hits a couple of people. That is back on the right track here. As T1 are going to usher this Rift Herald towards the turret. Peanut loves denying Rift Heralds. He's going to be in position to do so yet again. Stun goes wide, and now T1, they're moving on in. Peanut's going to have to Heartbreaker away, and he is going to do so. Final chapter connects onto only the Tom Kench as Peanut is able to survive, but Shirley will be able to get a charge, and that's the main thing. The team fighting force of T1 is now moving towards Doran. The Q's going to connect, and Owner finds another one. The kickback onto Peanut, right into the Devour, but will the Tom Kench survive is the question. The answer is yes for now. But man, T1 are coming alive here in this mid-game.
Gen.G are making some really unusual calls here. They decided to try to contest this Drake, knowing that if they get a smite steal, not only do they get soul point, but they buy additional time. They prevent T1 from starting this track of getting mountain after mountain turret, and he's got his bodyguards, Faker and Keria.
Yeah.
Toby's just having to wait for waves.
Absolutely is. T1 really picking up the pace of this game. They've claimed themselves the gold lead as well. It's just shy of 2,000. As Gen.G, we have to remember, you know, scaling is still absolutely a thing that we can talk about. However, their time with control of the map is now over. We'll see what they can do to actually wrestle this back, because they're desperately waiting for 2 items to come through for Chovy. They're waiting for Ruler to get those stacks online.
Thorin is pushing bot and does have teleport, so can come over here defensively onto this very turret. It's going to make that call.
Yeah, it's going to teleport in. T1 are going to back away and respect it. I thought maybe they could rush it down and then deny the teleport as well, but then did not have quite enough damage in order to do so.
And it's going to cost Doran that turret on the bottom side, this pressure here from T1. Can they get out? I think the answer is yes.
Yep, Claw on cooldown. Zeus here in the side lane. His owner, of course, is going to be able to steal away the blue buff. His Lee Sin smite's better than any other champion in the history of the game.
I mean, his Lee Sin has been, give me the money.
Yeah.
Because I'm not functioning in team fights. We have no vision for that.
Okay, maybe it's just like don't get Illudens and still do bajillions of damage. Maybe that's the strategy.
They could potentially collapse on and kill Faker here. They don't have the ability to deny his back.
You can see Gen.G don't care about Drakes though. This second mountain will go down. So what you prophesized earlier on, Wolf, with the quad mountain soul is a potential reality here for T1. And that would mean that Chovy's going to need even more side lane farm.
And he's getting it. I think this is the right call for Gen.G. And we've almost gotten to a place in this game now with Gen.G picking up all this gold topside to where this game is dead even. Maw Malmortius already done here for Owner. So T1 have a nice advantage tempo-wise. They have these Drakes, but Gen.G's scaling is starting to come online. I think T1 needs to guarantee this next fight. Now, I like this attempt.
Yeah, this Baron.
No vision. And choke point controlled.
How do we find some vision on this Baron though, Gen.G, is the question, as they have, wards all around it, but they don't actually have any, as finally they will get note of what's going on here. Teleport to come in on the north side as Doran gonna belly bop his way forward. Gumayusi outside of the pit. It is going to be secured there by Owner, but can they find the team fate? Faker gets out with the claw. Peanut cannot find anything, and Gen.G are left with empty hands.
Oh, if one more LPL caster tells me that was a bad Baron flip call from T1, I'm gonna lose it, because look, they had control ward vision on both sides of the
I'm calling Lyric up to this.
Because they had both the river rush and the entry point there to the south covered by wards, and they had a Gnar with bar available. Gen.G have to take this extremely roundabout path to come in. They even don't know the timing of this, so Ruler has to ult to see where the Baron's at. That's their only real, angle to get vision. So T1 just get to escape. Now T1's control of the map is uncrackable.
Absolutely. Gumayusi going to move away from this inner turret, but it is still going to go down. The Baroned up minion's going to be enough there. The base not broken just yet, but Peanut taking so much damage here from the one-man poke unit that is Gumayusi. And Chovy, can't get through these Baron minions quite as effectively, as he does have a package, so he's relatively safe standing over here, but not against 4 members. And T1 will take that inner turret as well. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, Doran does have that wave pushed out, and T1 not looking like they're confident enough to start sieging inhibitors just yet.
This is such a great game for T1, knowing their win conditions, knowing how much power this Baron is going to give them. It's going to delete, again, a lot of that time towards this next Drake, which they so desperately want to not only take, but actually win a subsequent fight for. T1 got the Baron and then got out. I think now they're going to need to win a decisive team fight with the gold the Baron gives them, the map control it gives them. Ow. I mean, these rockets are hitting hard. Chovy, he's not missing. It's just not a thing he really does on this pick.
No, he's doing pretty well.
And he's getting closer to Ludens finally. He's actually building the item now.
Yeah. Lost chapter is complete. Teleport to come through from Faker. Let's see who he's going to be able to find with this one as Chovy is over here. There is a big boop into the wall as Faker is just going to claw his way out. He's like, well, I tried. And he's going to suffer a fair bit as far as health bar, but otherwise not too much to worry about as they just tidy up that wave, and Zoomies are going to be there to get Faker's health bar back again.
One of the big questions I have here is package available? I think it is going to be available for this Drake fight. It's going to be so important. Zeus has his ult.
Yeah, the claw massively respected here by Gen.G. And they really do want to try and protect this one. Remember, there is no Baron. This is just T1 straight up sieging.
Yeah, Chovy the fact that he took cleanse means it's so awkward for him in these timings. If T1 could just buy like 30 more seconds of time with this 5-man push, Chovy can't just go grab package and teleport in. He has to actually make a call to go back for it, and that's going to be so much wave clear they lose in that moment. So he's kind of stuck down here. This is so well played by T1. They're just trying to time him out. He's out of rockets, and he needs to go home and get that package for this fight.
True Shot Barrage, so much value here as well, as they at least do have a fair bit of wave clear. Of course, this is also AP Gragas, who does a fair bit of work to the minions when they're not baroned up. So, they're now going to have a little bit of respite as they wait for a minion wave.
This is just so perfectly timed.
Oh, yeah, Peanut just going to get completely altered to oblivion. He does get devoured, but that is a very long way away from this Drake. That is just going to be secured here by Owner. So that is 3.
I hope Chovy's not holding the sad package right now, and I can tell by how he's moving on the minimap that he doesn't have it, because there is just no way that hit.
Back to this mid lane.
Gen.G
start rotating around.
do not have great turn with this comp. So
Ruler possibly in trouble as Owner, he was thinking about it. You saw him move towards him as that prowling projectile landed. But remember, there is still a Devourer available. As Owner's going to look for another Q. This time it's going to miss. Of course, an invisible target there as Chovy going to Valkyrie his way out. He's got a blue buff.
Zeus is losing his Narbar here, so they won't have the same choke point lockup. Ruler, you gotta be so careful,
he can't be frontlining.
You're not the tank. I know you can heal yourself, but that's enough damage for them to say, you know what, I think we have enough time here. Doran is not here, but he has teleport and ult.
Yeah, Dawning Shadow flies through, but the Zoomies keep Gumayushi completely happy.
Faker.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of damage. Faker looking for that flank angle, and he is so important for this one. As Doran just gonna dive on forward, Gumayushi's just obliterated! And the fight may be over before it's even started as Zeus is trying to be a hero. But Peanut dives towards this Baron. He knows exactly what he wants of this situation. As Zeus, he does have the Mega Gnar available. Belly Bob comes down. Faker's still got a fair bit of damage. They are going to respect the Mega Gnar, who wallops the Doran, and Doran's going to be taken down. This is huge if T1 can actually win this, as Chovy going to try and cleanse himself. Owner is chasing after the Corki, and he will take him down. He goes golden as well, as this cat is keeping them all alive. Oh my god, T1, how did you do it? The Abyssal Dive is not even going to be enough as he tries to teleport out, but it does not work. That's the ace, and T1 are just going to look to end the game.
They will just push it down. Unbelievable turn after Doran deletes the 80 carry. It doesn't matter. In a 4v5 fight, T1 do not care. They play it better. They play around Zeus. The Gnar priority for this player on his best season ever is just well-deserved as this guy pops off and wins it for him. T1, clean team fighting until the end, and they will win this series tonight.
Yeah, Doran trying to do what he can, but there is a naked Nexus, and T1 will destroy it and get their revenge, and Gen.G will suffer their first loss of the summer season, and Faker picks up his 500th win here in the